I am Ross Kenneth Urken, author of Another Mother from Ian Randall Publishers. When I reflect on Desna's power over the 12 years she raised me, seared into my mind is this singular image: a vermilion cotton jersey rumpled on the floor with foxes scribbled across the front in white lucida calligraphy. All that time with her in Princeton, New Jersey, and my mind veers magnetically towards that night.
Good morning, my name is Maria Schmitz. Today we're going to have a look at an unusual story about a Jamaican nanny and about the devotion of her protege. Urken's narrative revolves around a woman named Desna Sanderson, the woman who overwhelmingly impacted his formative years. Desna, the family's nanny, was his anchor, the rudder in a Jewish household splitting at the seams. She was Jamaican, a glue-like figure for the Urkens. Written with attentive wistfulness, the author scours for details, for nuances in his upbringing and that of the woman who reared him. It is her biography, but very much also his story. Such was the bond they shared. Urken is so interested in her life that he travels to Jamaica to get to meet her family. So retracing her life proves challenging. Desna's sister and brother are reluctant. Mores and boundaries must be respected. Urken is undaunted though. He delves deeper, journeying to Jamaica, a vicarious redemption ever so close. Interestingly, Another Mother offers a summative conclusion on Jamaica's Jewish roots. Strange bedfellows Columbus and Morgan kept. Brothers in arms they are, with Jewish explorers, pirates, and privateers. For a while, Urken presses on. There is no reason to second-guess Urken's reason for transparency. To Desna, long deceased, he pens his deepest sentiments. You were a stranger at first. You became another mother. I have been to Mahogany Hill and run my fingers along your home's sideboards, trying to absorb some of your energy, attempting to understand you. I have met your children and searched for your face in their features. I have explored your path through the 1940s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. And I spelunked through the corners of my memory to access our cherished time together. And in many respects, Urken's work is a celebration of cultural assimilation and coexistence. Of the latter, there are parallels between Desna's Seventh-day Adventist faith and Judaism. Circumstances bring the two together, seemingly rubbing shoulders, but still allowing individual space. The next topic is tangentially explored, but a proxy war between the United States and the Soviet Union was played out in Jamaica with catastrophic results. Above all, catastrophic economic results for people with plantations like Desna, who used to deal in pineapples. So the whole scheme hit agricultural exports hard, particularly pineapples, dealing Desna's family a blow. And that is why she went to work in the States. And her perilous fate turned out to be a providential turn of events for young Urken and his family. Urken leans emotionally on Desna. She redefines his Jewish identity seamlessly as he adopts her distinctive argot. His peculiar upbringing, marked by a Jewish Jamaican encoding, produced a cultural oddity, a white Jewish boy with a vernacular that spewed Jamaican, says the author. I've also read the book, but this is beautiful. He says, although I appeared a distinct outsider, I knew I could reveal our surprising shared indenting simply by opening my mouth. Because unlike most Jewish boys from New Jersey, I have a Jamaican accent. His was the sing-song lilt of the West Indies, the humdrum of Jamaican hillside chatter, the modulated thump of reggae. But that's the honest-to-goodness truth, and it all started with Desna. Desna maintained order in a dysfunctional setting, one plagued by addiction and illness. He recalls smashed doors as the cacophonous codas to arguments. My mother expressed her disappointment in bipolar rage episodes, which certainly did not lessen my father's desire to seek therapeutic comfort in alcohol. He speaks of his Jamaican nanny like a saint, her warmth, her honey, tympanic voice, wholesome food, and healing abilities. Urken's go-to refuge was the result of a turbulent household. His neurotic hand-washing, this ritualized behavior was his way of making order out of entropy, his ego defense. Urken's memories of Jamaica can wreak havoc or become the reservoir of healing. Urken experiences the latter, a salver for his psychological splitting. It is in the entrails of Jamaica that Urken finds his poise and inner tranquility. It is at Desna's gravesite and among friends, family, and community that he soars, at last experiencing a kind of Confucian transcendence. Unpretentiously soulful, another mother speaks to our filial piety. Urken's psychoanalytic recount is unsettling. He lays bare his neuroses, rooted in a fractured self. His becomes an enduring search for an identity beyond culture, and Desna emerges as the cornerstone of this transformative journey in which he finds wholeness